Adrian, you're still homeless in Hollywood. Great to see you, but it breaks my heart. I gotta start off because you asked me to wait so you could put on your makeup. And I have this other video of a homeless woman, and everybody was freaking out because she had makeup. I mean, come on. Self-esteem, you know, makeup is not that expensive.
I get all mine from either Rite Aid or CVS, and most of the time when I buy things, I buy them 1 to 2 products at a time. I don't buy them in bulk. Usually it takes me a month just to replace everything that I have. So, and I do it for my self-esteem because me being homeless is depressing, dealing with missing my children, dealing with wanting to kill myself. You know, it's already depressing sleeping next to piss and shit. So I want to feel good about myself. I make sure that I'm clean. I make sure that my face is clean because trust me, sleeping outside can mess with your pores. And so the makeup also protects my face from a lot of the exhaust that I sit and I hold a sign by where all cars drive and they park. So all their exhaust goes right into my face, right into my lungs, right into my pores, you know. So
it's this thing where society just says poor people shouldn't have. They shouldn't have a phone. They shouldn't have makeup.
And
they're
you're
poor
working,
people.
The same mentality can go for working class, because working class are what? Servants to the rich people. They could walk around and say, oh, you're servants. You shouldn't have this. You shouldn't have that. You know, it's the same mentality.
So you've been out on the streets for a bit.
I've been out here for 3 years.
And you've held jobs out here. You've been a working homeless person.
Yes, I've worked Coachella, I've worked Weenie Roast, I worked at the $5 store over on Hollywood Boulevard, and all which I had bosses that wanted to trade sexual favors to keep my job. So, yeah, I quit. No job is worth that.
The girl that I moved here with years ago, every place she worked had the same problem. But so we were talking earlier about sex trafficking out here, and there's a couple of guys down the street either side, and you say they even get picked up.
Yes, men have been raped out here. Yeah, it's no joke. It's Hollywood. You're gonna get everybody from every color of the rainbow out here. So they're no stranger to sexual harassment as well. It's not limited just to women.
Now, is anybody helping you? You've been out here 3 years.
Nah, nobody's been helping me. They don't understand my story. Well, most people, including on YouTube, don't understand my story, so I think that I should let people know what has caused me to be homeless for the last 3 years. And the reason I don't talk about it that much is because I get overwhelmed, my stomach gets butterflies, I get a knot in my throat, I feel like I'm going to pass out because every night I wake up crying because of this story, because it's my nightmare every day. 3 years ago I moved out here because my mother had threatened to kick me and my children out. I made sure my other children were safe with their dad. And then I came out here with one of my children that has an absent father. So I really needed help. And I went to GR, which is public aid here in LA. And they referred me to a housing program. And the housing program that I went to wasn't legit. The guy that was running it was a crack dealer, and he was using the money from all of these single moms with GR money and getting help from public aid to launder his illegal money, because he was saying that he was running a transitional living program in which he did not have a license for. He threatened to kick me out when I found out because I didn't feel safe with my kid there anymore, which any good mother wouldn't. And he threatened to kick me out. He threatened me with other women of the houses. He had 12 houses, and I felt very scared for my life. And so he called DCFS to try to get me out of the house. He thought that they would take my son, which they didn't. They said that I took very good care of my son, which I should have after 5 years of parenting classes. But I asked them to take him because I have no family, I have nothing, and I had like no choice. My life and my son's life were in danger now because of the things that I know. And so I felt cornered. And when I asked DCFS for help, they offered to help me. And then they tried to make me work a case that was non-existent. The case didn't even exist. They said that my son was neither neglected nor abused and that I asked for help. So I got depressed and overwhelmed because they were trying to make me work for something that I shouldn't have to work for, and that they should have been helping me, considering that it is LA County that put me and my son in that situation. And I found out months after that I could sue. And sure, I should have already had my lawsuit done. It's been 3 years, right? But I've been facing so much depression. I've been overwhelmed. Yes, exactly. I'm homeless. Everything that I carry, I have a giant suitcase over here. And everything I carry with me, I have to have with me everywhere I go, or else I have nowhere to sleep. I can't sleep out in the open, or else I'm going to have some guy jacking off. Yeah. Well, this guy goes around jacking off over women when they're sleeping out here.
Geez.
Yeah, so I'm definitely not sleeping out in the open. I sleep in a tent.
Yeah, and for people watching, you know, I was in a shelter right up the street, my first homeless shelter, that really abused people and was eventually shut down by the FBI. I mean, there's a lot of good shelters and a lot of good programs, but there's also people that start transitional homes and recovery homes in Silver Linden that take advantage of people, and that's what you are in.
Yes. And it's been hard for me to start my case. I finally got a lawyer through legal aid, which is only $35 a month. But that's $35 out of my pocket when I have nothing. So I have to hold a sign for this. And I put it in the bank. I pay for my lawyer. I have a court date coming up in December, hopefully. I should figure that out soon. But my case should be done by March. It took me a long time to get through my depression. And when I get harassed by people on the internet, for my situation, as if it's not already overwhelming to me, you know, when it's my life, it kind of can put you in a deeper depression than you're already in.
People ask me all the time to do update videos, and sometimes it's not possible. I wish it was. I was updating this video of you in an apartment with your son. Unfortunately, you're still out here on the streets. In the last year, has homelessness gotten better or worse in Los Angeles?
Oh, it's been worse. Every year that goes by that I haven't already finished my lawsuit, the more depressed that I get, because I feel like I should already be holding my son. I should already be in a house. I should already have my $10 million. I shouldn't have to worry about this anymore. This is not my screw up. But unfortunately, every day, because of my depression and because I feel so bullied by LA County itself, you know, I get harassed by officers. Some of the LAPD have slammed me down and grabbed me and slammed my tits right to the ground. They don't care. When you're homeless, you have no rights. How they treat me when they walk by, when I hold a sign, they laugh at me, and they don't know how close I am to killing myself every day. They judge me because I do my makeup and take care of myself when that's all I have left. I don't have family. I mean, anybody who's living out here has no family. Who are you gonna call? Your mom? Your dad? They don't care about you.
And you were saying you did a long time in foster care.
Yes, I did do a long time in foster care. I was in and out of foster care from the age 6. So most of the time my mom was taking me and my brother and running from state to state. I couldn't stay in a school. I was being abused at home. when I wasn't in foster care, and some of my foster homes were also abusive.
My heart breaks for you. How do you stay positive? I mean, we've been sitting here talking for half an hour, 45 minutes.
Well, after so many attempted suicides, you can't kill yourself. That means God wants you here for some reason. So I try to I stay optimistic, because if I do not win this lawsuit and I do not get my kid, my child will be living the same nightmare that I lived, and I do not want that.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
For a good lawyer, a really good lawyer, not legal aid lawyer, but somebody who specializes in the damage that this could cause a child. I want a lawyer that takes it from my son's point of view. I also, my second wish would be that my lawsuit would be done within like a 3-month period. Like, I'm over this. I want it to be done. I want my case is open and shut. They opened an investigation on the guy that was running the house, so that's easy paperwork to get. And on the front of my case, it says that my son was neither neglected or abused. So this should be the easiest case in the world. It's just hard fighting depression. And the third wish would be that my mom would somehow know that her days are going to be numbered, and she should care about her children at some point in her life before it's too late.
Well, thank you very much for talking.
Yeah, no problem. I don't mind sharing, you know. If people have questions, you know, all they have to do is ask me directly. You know, you could email me. I have an Instagram. It's Arien Williams 1989. So please check it out.